Hello my lovelies and welcome back to Allotment of the Dead. So day 2 of planting the chilies, and I've just spent pretty much the entire morning here, Thursday morning, 15th of May. I think it's May, yeah, 15th of May, and I've probably completed the rest of the chilies that are going to go in the polytunnels. I've still got the jalapenos to go into the new jalapeno house, which was the aubergine house last year. I do have aubergines still to plant though, so I'll be doing some of that as well. But I've just planted the rest of the chilies that are going to go in the polytunnels, and that brings my count, based purely on the number of pots that I've actually planted, to 300. So I've got 300 chili plants minus the jalapenos. So the jalapenos and the challenge chilies. The challenge chilies are all going to go in the aubergine house as well. So I've still got those to plant up, and they're going to go in there. So it's going to be probably about 320-ish chili plants this year. So variety of different shapes, sizes, tastes, and flavours as well. So I'll show you kind of what it's looking like now. Bear with. Okay, so here was yesterday's tunnel all planted up. I gave them a good watering in, and they're looking good, so no problems there at all. I've left a couple of areas for trays, so what I'm going to do is put some pots in those areas, and I think the pots are going to be most likely to be aubergines or something like that, just so that I can actually maybe have a decent go at maybe growing some really big aubergines. That would be quite nice this year. I've already got courgettes and things to go in the ground, and some of these have already got fruit on them, so I've left them a bit late, but I need to get those in the ground. So those there are the rest of my aubergines, and hopefully they're going to be some good ones this year. Still need to basically sort out my sunflowers as well. Right, I've got some growth in the pelargoniums, but I think they're weeds. I don't think they're pelargoniums. I'll double check. I think they're weeds though, which is a shame. Okay, right. So we'll go into the other tunnel, and I've done the same with these. I ran out of the green canes. I've got some more on order, because I'll probably do with a few more green canes kicking around. It's one of those things that once you buy them once, you don't need to buy them again. And the canes that I've got, they don't last very long. Bamboo doesn't last very long, unfortunately. So all of these, in fact, almost all of these in here, you can see by the red labels on them, are pretty much all super hots. And I've included things like Macapichu in that, which is actually a habanero chili. It's a brown habanero chili that looks a little bit more like an anum, but it's a habanero. Darker varieties, so these are kind of the vampire chilies and things. I probably should have made them orange rather than red, but it's done now, so I'm not going to bother changing them around. So this is the little Norse area, so we've got lots of Thor's hammer, thunderstorm, thunderbolt, and I think there's a couple of Ragnarok kicking around as well. So those smaller ones there are Ragnarok. I'm going to give them all a water in. I think some of that silvering is a bit from maybe some of the cold, unfortunately, that's crept in overnight. But I have got quite a few really decent chilies this year, so hopefully we can get some nice flavoursome chilies. My wife has bagsed all of the nasturtiums in here, so I've left them in the ground for now, because once you take them out they start drying up really quickly. Got all my tomatoes and lots of tomatoes, but I'm thinking I'm going to actually put them into that bit of ground here. So there's room there maybe for a couple of cucumbers as well. I wasn't going to put cucumbers in here. I thought I had more chilies, to be honest, but I'm going to put some cucumbers in here as well, and hopefully they won't block out too much light. But that being said, sometimes A little bit of shade is quite good for chili plants sometimes. Not all the time, because they do like that heat and light to actually ripen up. I planted those there as morning glory. I don't think they're morning glory. I think they're actually cosmos. Bit of a weird one. Right, so I've got some more of the tomatillos to be potted up as well. So I'll do that as well. And some Celtis. I don't know whether you guys have heard of Celtis before now. I picked that up from the National Herb Centre out towards Burton Dasset. It was quite nice. And there's an Impecia there as well, which luckily the cats haven't found yet. Right. So plenty still to do. I've got all the ground outside to start putting the courgettes in. I'm going to put them right next to the polytunnel. So all the runoff from the polytunnel should get onto the courgettes. Should give me hopefully a bumper harvest. And then I'll hopefully put some bean structures and things like that up there as well. I need to clear the area for the pumpkins again. That's overgrown toward at the end. So some of the smaller pumpkins will go up the cages. And then the new plot will be for the larger pumpkins. I've got some Dill's Atlantic Giant growing for Elaine's challenge to grow the largest pumpkin. So I've got a few other bits and pieces I need to do over this next week or so to make sure I've actually got planting space for a lot of the stuff here. A lot of the cotcha and stuff can go kind of dotted around and start growing up stuff. So hopefully I should be all shipshape and parrot fashion before the new season kicks in with earnest. Hopefully, I'm hoping that we'll get this to a stage where I can get everything planted and then just sit, do a little bit of weeding and just watch everything grow and then kind of reap the rewards of the harvest. I know it's easier said than done, and I know a lot of people have said that before, and it never works out. There'll always be something that you probably have to renovate, do something with to manage. Still, that's my plan, and hopefully it will come to fruition, but we'll see. Right, we'll see you on the next video then, guys. So all my chilies are really, they're going to be brilliant. I'm sure they're going to be good this year. I'm hoping they're going to be good this year. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, all the best, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.